And good evening. And it's so wonderful to see all of you once again. Two races in one day. You couldn't ask for anything better here. We have a pretty good race ahead of us this fine evening. We have our number 2 seed, SeanRaider, going against the number 15 seed, and you've already seen him before. He beat Beal in the preliminaries, Xenon X DEST. It is going to be interesting. Looks like Xenon might be getting a little head start already. But yes, it's going to be a great race. And in the booth with me today, I have Okami. Hello, Okami.
What is up, everybody? How are you guys all doing? I'm excited for this, Lay. Excited to be here.
I think it's going to be great. Okami actually really knows these guys very well. They're all pretty good friends from what I hear. So there might be a little behind-the-scenes jabbing going at each other. And maybe not only just winning the prestigious Saucy 70 tourney, or just the race in general, but also some bragging rights within their friend group. So this is definitely going to be big. Going to be a very great race. We have both runners in here, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are both ready to go. Before we do officially start, just based on PB times, an emulator difference to console, SeanRaider is on console while Xenon is on emulator, and it is about a 4-minute difference in PBs. Sean, his PB, I believe, is a 50-minute, 58 seconds PB, while Xenon's, he just told me a couple seconds ago, is a 55-15. Yes.
Yep.
So it's a lot closer than it was before, because initially Xenon had a high 57. So this man clearly has been putting in the time. He's ready to go. And if these runners are ready to go and we get some verbal confirmation, we can get this countdown rolling.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Go.
Perfect. So I'm going to set a timer just in case for Sean at the 2-minute mark, and we'll count you down as well. Xenon, if you don't mind just deafening once you get started officially. And then, Sean, once you get started, you can deafen as well. We are going to be using Xenon's sound here. So that'll be it. So we're going to start on 5, or start on go, and I'm going to count from 5. So here we go. Runners, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool.
And we're
okay.
off. Let's get the sound going.
Well, I am excited.
Make sure that's not too loud. Should be okay. All right.
Let me give a little bit of background here. I know personally I met Sean like early 2019, and I met Xenon a little bit after that, like mid 2019, both in Sean's chat. And over 2019 in particular, like, and of course into 2020, we've done a lot of stuff together. We've done a lot of like races and bingos and like, collaborative kind of stuff, and even some offline stuff as well, like Terraria and whatnot. And so these guys are good friends. They definitely know each other, so it's gonna be really fun to watch.
Perfect. That's great. Like I said, the already being friends and the rivalry, going forward is definitely going to be. It's going to make it a lot more exciting. And I mean, Xenon, not getting Lakitu skip, already losing a little bit of that lead he has over SeanRaider. But yeah, I mean, you're in their friend group as far as I know too, and I'm sure all three of you are going to be fighting as long as you can here in this one. It's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, normally we're on the on the same side of the fence. We're like, okay, guys, let's do some co-op. Let's do some Net 64. Let's do, let's all beat Bowser or whatever. But this time, these guys they're trying to beat Bowser faster than the other.
Yep, this time indeed. And let's see if Xenon can nail bomb clip, grabbing a medium bomb, and he does indeed. Chat trying to debate streamer once again, not falling for it. Not falling for it. I know they can hear me. The mic thing is going up. I am not stupid. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm not that stupid. Anyways, SeanRaider will be getting started here in just a moment.
Yeah, and so Xenon, I know we talked a bit about this already. Xenon was doing Womps 9, I believe, in the prior race, and he basically said that like that movement you have to be practiced for it to matter at all. So with like unpracticed movement and whatnot, he basically decided that Womps 8 made more sense to him, and that 0.7 seconds was going to be saved elsewhere.
I mean, if where it's such a small difference in in time save, if you feel more comfortable with it, why not? I don't see any issue with it. If that makes him feel more comfortable, sure. Like I said, I just don't really see it being too like much of a problem if he is already, it's not like he's going for world record at this point. He doesn't have all the, he has plenty more time save elsewhere. I just don't think it's that big of a worry right now about that supposed 0.75 seconds. So
Exactly.
it definitely makes sense.
And on top of that, we haven't seen a race yet that has come down to the wire that's been like, a second apart or whatever it is.
Right.
So
And it looks like Sean, based on the time here, got a clean Lakitu skip.
Sean, I know, will do Womps 9. He has been doing Womps 9, I think, since he started, potentially. He's definitely been doing it at least for a good solid year and a half, maybe even longer. I know he does Womps 8 in 120 star, just so that he can like actually get a good Womps before he starts doing a full 2-hour run. But
That makes sense, yeah.
with 70 star in particular, he does like to get that extra little bit of time save in there.
Yeah, that would make sense. Now, with Xenon, how long has Xenon been, if you know him well enough, how long has Xenon been speedrunning? Because to go from a high 57, maybe a week and a half ago, from the first race with Beal, all the way to a low 55, that is impressive. Either he's been, grinding this last week and a half, or, he's been going for a while and is now just clicking.
No, yeah, he I believe he started at the end of 2019 or beginning of 2020. I think it was end of 2019 is when he started. But yeah, he hasn't been running as long as Sean, that's for sure. But he's definitely been dedicating a lot of time towards 70, and I know that he's been like wanting to do other stuff, and he's been forcing himself not to. It's like, oh, I want to do some like ROM hacks, I want to do some RTA task stuff, but he's keeping his nose to the grindstone, and it's really paying off.
I mean, it'll definitely help with, the ROM hacks, although obviously not, giving you the same benefit of the strat and doing the strats over and over again, but, your movement has to improve even from doing something like that, so, I could understand why a lot of people do some ROM hacks here or there, like watching someone like Triforce. It's absolutely crazy. Some of the things that you have to do, and your movement has to be almost perfect. So it definitely translates well over. I could understand that. And it's probably fun to try something different.
It very much does. Just even playing with different geometries it helps you even for things like backups and stuff, because a lot of the times what you'll do in the lab is you'll sit in Usamune and just reset every time you make a mistake. And so you're only practicing the 100% proper movement. You're never like, okay, well, I made a mistake, now what do I do?
Right,
like,
yeah. No, I know what you mean. As you saw, I had 0 backup when I messed up the CCM 100, so it's definitely good to know your backups, and experience will definitely be a huge factor in a race setting, so very important here, and that should probably help Sean a little bit. But I guess from the star count, Xenon will be waking the owl, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, exactly. I know that he doesn't really ever want to mess with it. It's basically like a 1-frame trick, right? You have to essentially hit a 2nd-frame wall kick in order for it to work properly. So he doesn't ever want to mess with that unless like it gets down to the point where he needs those 3 or 4 or 5 seconds or whatever it is.
Makes sense. Again, another minimal time save, but the meme nowadays seems to be waking the owl for weird, and that was enough for me to learn the strat, as SeanRaider nails it. So that's perfect. Xenon heading out of Womps with a sub 7 for a Womps 8, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, definitely looking very reasonable, especially considering that he missed Lakitu skip. That extra 8 seconds does play a role in the deficit, and even then, he's still getting out there in a reasonable amount of time.
Sean was pretty close to that. Oh, it didn't look right.
It was really far left. Yeah,
very far.
Because like normally the plank will push you if you get there, but he might have edged himself a little too close with the with his left inputs.
And looking like a low 13. Xenon here on the slide. And I don't know if you noticed, but Sean actually got a 12.6 on the first slide. Very strong. Very strong.
I definitely saw that. He's been doing the quote-unquote advanced setup for it lately, and most of the time it's been paying off. Some of the time it's a little bit on the iffier side, but generally speaking, he's been hitting like 12.6s, 12.7s whenever he does hit it.
Gotcha. This time, getting cannonless, it would have been very rough if he didn't get it. And that's looking like another low 13. Much better.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is coming down to Xenon's jump off of the on the slide. He's doing a pretty big jump, and that loses you a bit of time. You have a little bit extra time or extra room to fall, and it's a little bit tougher to control your speed.
Yeah, you have to slow down, absolutely. And by doing that, you don't bounce off the wall when you dive, when you get down there. So that definitely plays a role. Otherwise, the angle looked pretty good. That could have been a 12.6 of his own if it was the correct jump.
Yeah, definitely.
Sean going in here, finish up the top of the tower. Top of the tower star.
It's a little bit of a slower Womps for Sean at the moment, but it's nothing too catastrophic that's going on. Just minor tiny mistakes here and there.
Usually at his level, he's aiming for a sub 7, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
Right, so.
Anything in the 6.5x range is usually what you want to see at that, but especially with like a 10-second mistake from cannonless, that's not the end of the world.
Yep, I mean, both runners seem to have been, they've been pretty clean so far. No real issues, no major mistakes. Just with the Lakitu skip fail on Xenon's end and the failed cannonless attempt by Sean, I think they're about even at this point in terms of, maybe Sean's movement has got him a little closer. But it's been
Sean having to take the entire slide down, though.
Oh,
this is kind of what I was talking about.
I was very focused on Xenon's Dark Worlds, because as we all know, Dark World is no joke, and it's just as long as they don't take a death. But that definitely hurt Sean, but not as bad as you would think.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, because it's after 21 seconds, you don't have to see that giant 4-second cutscene, so it's not so punishing as it looks. But like, it's still not what you want to see.
Yeah, probably lost about 6 or 7 seconds there. Where Xenon had a relatively slow Dark World. I'm sure Sean's is going to be very strong. I would expect Shig Cycle if I'm not mistaken, based on what he normally does.
Yeah, he definitely goes for that and hits it probably a good solid 80 to 90% of the time.
Yeah, so that'll be a good probably 4 or 5 seconds right there. And now saving even a little bit more time as Xenon misses the Bowser 1 throw.
It's definitely rough.
Not what you want to see if you're Xenon, but quickly gets the second throw off, and as he's exiting Dark World, we have SeanRaider entering.
So we're looking at an 11:07 out of Xenon. We'll see how far or how much time Sean has caught up from that at the end of his Dark World.
Yeah, usually I feel like I'm at a low 56, and I feel like I'm aiming for a mid 10, somewhere a 10-3x, something like that whenever I finish up Dark World. So I'm sure Xenon's not too thrilled with his start here. But again, no major mistakes, and that's something he can hold his head high about.
Definitely looking a bit rough from Sean. He's hitting normal cycle in this one. Had to wait an entire cycle on the cheese block there, but all in all, as long as it's not a death, then you're pretty content in a race scenario.
Of course, yeah. And that's great. This is what we want to see, both runners nailing Dark World here. Because you have a Death in Dark World, that's almost a nail in the coffin early on, and just mentally, you know, debilitating. It's not what you want.
Very much so. And it also depends on where you die. I mean, like, with the way that Sean was approaching Red 6, that was looking really, really precarious for him. With Xenon taking a burn early on, it would have been less of a mistake if both of them happened to die where they had trouble spots.
And Xenon making the wall kicks work.
So Sean hitting a high 10-2x, it looks like. So probably about 40 seconds ahead of Xenon in terms of his Dark World exit.
Yeah, that Bowser throw lost him probably a good 10 to 15 seconds there. That really hurt.
Yeah, definitely a bit of an issue. Sean joining AFK channel somehow.
Interesting. I mean,
probably a mistake, but I don't know.
We'll keep it there, you know. We'll just pop him back in. It's fine. He's deafened. He's muted. We're all good. So we're not too worried. And now Maxwell joining the AFK channel, trying to bother one of our runners here.
A little on the weird side going on.
Now, look, my moderators, please don't be moving around my racers here. I would truly appreciate that. This is, again, the prestigious Saucy 70, all right? We're not here to mess around. We are very professional.
All right, Xenon picking up his backup coin. Sean taking out Slide first. I believe Sean goes Slide, then Hundreds, then Wall Kicks, I think, and then Penguin. One of those. I forget whether he goes Wall Kicks or Little Penguin first, but it's always good to leave Little Penguin as a backup in case you mess up 100 coin, because it's a lot faster to teleport up and take the Penguin in, and then deal with your getting another star later on, rather than jumping back in and racing the Penguin, since racing the Penguin on its own is like a 55-second star.
Yeah, so I would never even think to not grab grab the Little Penguin first. Oh boy. But I digress. Sean having a little bit of trouble here, getting these coins to start off, but not too bad of a time loss here. And Xenon had a pretty clean CCM 100 here. Not too bad.
I did see something interesting from somebody, I forget which racer it was, but they had an issue as well, but instead of doing that run that Sean just did, he just like crouched, and basically the slope pushed him, or the slope like allows you to start your sliding animation when you crouch or whatever it is. So it was a really cool backup to that.
Yeah, it's a little different. Now, did Sean grab? I was gonna say, did he grab the safety red?
No, generally speaking, I feel like Sean thinks of it the same way I think of it, where it is more of a liability red than a safety red, because missing coins at the end can be really, really tricky, especially if you have every single coin.
That's where I messed up. I grabbed the extra red, and I got a little overzealous with my coin grabbing throughout the slide. So, oh god, right over the Penguin, not even like to the side of it. I mean, it looked to work a little bit better for him, but that was a very scary jump.
Yeah, it definitely looked really good, though. He had some good lag reduction there by doing the Mario Cam C down there and not facing the star. But generally speaking, that was a pretty clean hundreds after that first mishap.
And everyone get your rubber bands. It is BBH time.
Yeah, so far, Xenon... Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
That ledge grab. Wow, man. I've never seen that. Usually, you miss it, and you're a guaranteed death. He got very lucky getting that ledge grab.
An absolute stroke of luck by Sean's part there.
Wow.
I was going to say that Xenon's actually doing really well, keeping his early lead in play.
Absolutely, absolutely. As we get to the basement and LLL, and I'm sure, I don't know if Xenon does pillarless. I don't believe he did during his preliminary race here. that could be something to watch out for too, and where Sean could definitely save a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. If Sean has a clean basement, then he's definitely going to be making up a good solid, probably...
Ooh.
Oh, oof. That's painful. But even if like Xenon hit every single one of his strats, just on sheer strats alone, I think Sean could make up a good solid 30 seconds on him between SSL and LOL.
And again, as we have one player exiting, they basically pass by each other on the way through the door.
Yeah, that means that Sean, I think, is about a minute and 30 behind at the moment then, in terms of where Xenon is at in his run.
Yeah, I believe a good gold, or a good, personal best time for BBH. Oh, taking a little bit of a bonk there. Is usually in the middle 130s, and Xenon missing MIPS.
That's
Shouldn't
rough.
be too bad, but definitely more time loss, and not what he needs right now.
Yeah, very true. But definitely making the smart choice to go pick him up later. Assuming he doesn't go and Genix out the...
yeah, we had an
LOL.
interesting move yesterday. I mean, that was, if that was a closer rate, even closer than it was, I mean, I couldn't even imagine. But yeah, obviously going for MIPS after LLL when you're heading to DDD anyways is the smart choice.
Yeah, definitely. There's no punishment in the same way that 16 star has MIPS not spawning if you get towed late or something to that effect. It's if you get MIPS as your 29th or your 30th star, then the door will still open normally.
And as we see, Xenon will be waking the pillars.
Now this is definitely one of those gamble situations where Sean has a big potential to make up a good solid amount of time over Xenon's shell riding, but if he misses pillarless, oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Alright.
Precarious.
Oh wow. Now that happens when you long jump too quick. It's very scary. So that's why either you just keep running and then long jump after a quick second, or you just wait and then start your long jump after the platform has started moving. Otherwise, you get that bonk right there. But luckily, the ledge saving him, because that would have been massive, an absolutely massive time loss.
Yeah, it's definitely, especially if you don't know what the backup is, then you're in a lot of trouble. But if you do know, oh goodness, Sean having issues with plus. Yeah, it's medium bomb, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for any of those, for any of you who don't know the backup to that, if you do fall during the pyramid like that, just take a death, because the level will just spawn you right back at the top.
Yeah, you could also exit course if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, the problem is that exiting course will reset that spawn location.
Oh,
and
okay,
so
I see.
You won't be able to just, instantly get that 2-second star anymore.
Makes sense. And it looks like Sean's still having a little bit of a struggle with pillarless, but able to get the back up very well here and grabbing the star.
Yeah, and if he hits it the third time, he will still save a tiny, tiny bit of time over Xenon. But if he misses it, then it's definitely the other side of the gamble.
Clean bullies for Xenon, getting all three on one ground pound, exactly what you want to see. And this is the big moment. Will there be a decent amount of time save?
It's a really early camera change. I think we're okay though, yeah.
See if he can get the ground pound. And he does. Yeah, very clean. Very clean.
So probably saving only a good solid 4 seconds or so over Xenon there. Mostly because of Xenon's inside the pyramid movement. But yeah, it's still a little bit of time save that he got from it.
I mean, these runners are right on top of each other at this point. It looks a little closer than it actually is, but it's because, as we saw, Xenon missed MIPS, so he will be exiting out of here. Oop, taking a little bit of a booty burn there is SeanRaider.
It's a really quick backup.
But yeah, it's, we'll really see where we're at when we get to the DDD door. That's probably where we'll kind of start to take a look at where these runners are apart.
It'll definitely be the place where we're gonna want to see the time differential, that's for sure.
Going all the way up the pole, safe move, absolutely. We've seen a few falls from up there so far, and the amount of time save is just worth it to take the pole all the way to the top.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something that you have to be very practiced with if you want to hit that rollout to save that time.
Ooh.
Xenon taking a little dip in the lava. Changing the
And
camera as
that's
well.
not good. Oh no.
Looking rough.
Okay, he's just gotta take it easy. We're losing a few seconds there. Nothing major, but definitely not what you want if you're Xenon here in this moment. But Sean gets a clean reds.
So I believe Xenon just has Volcano as his last star. Sean still has both Volcano stars as well as what do you call it, the wing cap.
That looks like Xenon is not gonna be doing lava boost.
Yeah, no, he doesn't mess around with lava boost, generally speaking.
It is very scary.
Yeah, it's more of a liability to him than a hurt or than a help.
That's fair. And that looks good. Yep. Sean gets it. Alright, let's see if he can grab him right in front of the door, and he does. Very nice.
Yeah, definitely Sean losing time over that lava boost over Xenon by taking.
Well, he
that
did
death.
die, yeah, the first time, right? That definitely didn't help. Well, hitting the wall there, it's alright. So, opening the door at 24-24. We'll see where Sean's at.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I feel like despite Sean's mistakes, because of the strats he's doing, he is probably breaking even with Xenon's basement, despite Xenon having a much safer, slower basement in terms of strats.
Much cleaner wing cap there for Sean. Let's see if Xenon can get the quick grab of the last chest here. And he does.
So we said 24-24, correct?
We did, yep.
So definitely, I think that's a mistake, a mistake jump dive, but yeah, Sean is kind of right on his tail, honestly.
Yeah, he's really cut it down. He's already within a minute.
DDD is definitely going to be a bit of a lag spot, so I think Xenon has a little bit of potential to shave a good solid 10 seconds or so off of Sean's DDD, but
yeah, technically, based on that time too, Sean got in. The door was opening at 23:20. You add 2 minutes to that, and he's slightly under a minute. So this is he's cut a lot of that time already, and again, no one really having any massive mistakes. So this is going to be interesting when we get to Fire Sea. Fire Sea is where the men become boys, or the boys become men, I should say. I'm sorry, and then we go upstairs. So
yeah, and Fire Sea is definitely an interesting place for this race in particular. I think because I know Xenon does not go for like lava boost or anything like that. So he'll probably hit normal cycle, most likely. I think it's really, really rare that he would hit the fast cycle with no lava boost. Whereas Sean, on the other hand, he's put so many hours into Fire Sea, so he, generally speaking, will hit at least the fast cycle, if not early Ellie's, with the lava boost. But on the other hand, if for some reason he doesn't hit that, that can be a big mental drain on Sean.
Absolutely. Knowing that he has probably that 15-second time save upcoming is probably keeping him going right now. Not in general, but knowing that you have that still to come, it probably will stress you out knowing that you can't make a mistake going for it.
Exactly. So I think Xenon could. He might. I don't think he'll get there.
I don't think he'll make it. Yeah, he might get the red. Nope. He's cut his losses. Yeah, he knew.
Yeah, I think that when he got to the bully platform, when he got to red 5, he was still barely able to make it, but he would have had to get like a dive rollout off that platform. Getting good ending though so far.
Yep, that was very good. Oh, the ledge grab though, that's not what you want. Double ledge grab. And he's gonna have to wait. Oh no, he goes for the wall kick. Good play.
Meanwhile, Sean looking like he's on pace at the moment.
As long as he doesn't ledge grab, yep, he should be able to do it without any issues from the bully. Oh, and there it goes.
He might still be able to. He might still be able to hit the advanced cycle, but definitely not going to be able to get the nice ending he wants.
Oh! Wow!
Oh!
You know, you gotta try it. You gotta try it, and he almost had it there. That would have been
really
impressive. I think Xenon, technically based on the way he, wall kicked, getting onto the platform though, actually had a better fire C than Sean because of that, since he took the full way around, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Xenon's definitely saving a good solid, probably 6 seconds or so over Sean, I would think.
29:05, start in the main lobby here. As I said, you could tell Xenon's putting in the work. Almost 3-minute difference in PB from when we had our first race here. This is pretty intense.
Yeah, and I think they're probably going to end up on the same star. I don't think that Xenon will finish hundreds by the time Sean gets into the stage. So I think that they'll probably both be doing hundreds at the same time.
Yeah, the star's usually about a minute and a half to 2 minutes generally, depending on movement, I would say. So
yeah,
you'd think Sean is going to get up there in time.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the places where Sean actually has a bit of time to make up on Xenon as well, because I think that for most players at like Xenon's level, they're hitting like 1-3x's for wet dry rolled, sometimes worse, especially with these kinds of
Xenon did this.
Right here.
Sorry to interrupt. Very sorry. Xenon had this same issue in the race with Beal. He could not get up the on that triple jump, and just again there having a few issues with the side flip. I'm sorry. Continue on with what you were saying.
No, yeah. Oh, Sean taking a different start order. But yeah, I think that if Sean hits a very, very clean wet dry rolled hundreds, he can get that in a. I don't know if he's gotten a sub 120 with his X cams yet, but he can probably get at least a 1-2x.
And clean elevator for Sean. I mean, that to me is the scariest star here. You get that out of the way, and you're in good shape.
Yeah,
sometimes the wall kick just doesn't line up right, and you have a weird angle. But that ended up being pretty clean, so looking pretty good.
It's definitely the most punishing star in the stage, outside of missing a bunch of blue coins. Yeah, he lined up for oh, okay. Why does that keep happening? He lined up for what's it called? The double box break, but had issues with the 3 coins out of the spider, so wasn't able to get the good lineup for it.
Yep. See if Xenon can have a clean elevator as well. Looks good. And he gets it. getting shocked.
Definitely having a much cleaner hundreds though than Xenon.
Xenon will probably be 1 star ahead. A little more actually. As Sean's going to be finishing up Wet Dry World 100s here. As long as he doesn't miss a coin. Or 2, I'm sorry. He would need to miss 2. And getting a few ground pounds.
Yeah, he was trying to go for the advanced double long jump. Oh no! Oh, that was precarious.
The backup is scary to get back up there. It is not fun, so he got very lucky once again. He's had a few very close calls to some major time loss. And that time he lucked out there.
Very much so. It looks like Sean is, about 1.5 behind right now.
And here's where it gets a little scary for Xenon. I mean, THI, one of the quickest splits in the entire 70-star run, but it's nerve-wracking, especially the secrets. You know, the secrets are no joke, and sometimes you mess up that jump, and you don't want to get teleported. We at Armada earlier today almost teleported in, and something I never even knew before. If you just slow recover off of it instead of a quick recovery, you will not get teleported. So
exactly,
definitely good to know if you ever have that issue.
Yeah, if you know you're on the far right, it's definitely good to not do the A get up. But if ever it's like iffy, I think it's probably okay to do a quick get up because, you know, worst case scenario, you eat like 8 seconds of time loss from a teleport. So it's not the end of the world, but
really, that's it?
Yeah, it's very, very minimal. You just click the button and then go.
Okay, commentator not knowing the backups. Don't mind him. And Sean looking to be going for the much quicker strat here, but taking a burn. Luckily we have some water there.
Yeah, that was nice.
Taking a little bit of lag there. Did a pretty good job of... Ooh.
That is one of the scariest places to bonk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that particular section can be really, really bad if you hit the edges wrong. You can fall all the way off.
Not getting the ledge grab's gonna save him a few seconds there, and he is cutting it close, man. All he needs is one mess up here from Xenon, and it'll be right a basically tie race.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, with the late game stars especially being the places where strats differ from intermediate and advanced players, I think that even if they don't make any mistakes, Sean can still bring this to be really, really close with just strats alone.
And almost a synced up gameplay here between the two runners. We get a clean toad? We can. Alright. Very nice to see. Get your clean toads in chat, everyone.
I don't know what it is about that one in particular. That particular toad is super, super obnoxious. Like, he's very, very easy to just punch. And,
well, you know, shouldn't have been standing there.
I think it's like, because you get there so much faster. Like, the other ones you have to, like, land from... I don't know. It just feels weird. You're around in the corner. Yeah.
And it looked like Xenon there missed the first mountain clip and not able to grab that red. This is scary.
We're just gonna
taking his time. Taking his time. I don't blame him. If he takes a death, then he gives the lead up to Sean, so he needs to play it safe and hope that Sean makes some major mistake here. Because he didn't lose too much time, but he lost probably another 10 to 15 seconds there. As Sean cleanly gets the mountain clip. Let's see if he gets the log wall kick, and he does.
So this will be interesting. Sean taking top of the mountain first is a little bit iffy on console in particular. If he holds left, it's not going to be much of an issue. But if he doesn't hold left, then he's going to be eating some box lag, like the monkey cage in particular.
That makes a lot of sense. Why usually you go for the other one first then?
Looking like he might eat some lag here unless he takes a fall.
Cleanly gets it. Oh, that jump always puts me on the edge of my seat, man. Oh, and bonking and sliding down.
That is trouble.
It's exactly what Xenon needed. Wow. Wow, that was huge. Huge for Xenon. Having a little issue with the swim up for Xenon though, but good news is he had it back up, so it wasn't. It could have been much worse.
With this out of the way, does this? I think I wasn't paying attention. I think Xenon has gotten the waterfall star correct.
Xenon did get both stars up top, yes. So I believe that just leaves the box and just to wake the breeze.
So he's basically got the hard stars out of the way, whereas Sean still has to do waterfall, which can be very, very tricky.
Yeah, that bonk was not what he wanted.
Yeah, and I feel like his timing is thrown off because of that monkey cage lag. Because that particular thing, it requires, you know, a very specific number of frames for that wall kick. You basically have to get like a second or third frame wall kick.
Right.
A late wall kick is bad news, and firstie is also obviously bad news.
Yeah, because the second or third frame, you get up a little bit higher there, so we can get the ledge grab. If I'm not mistaken, Sean having a little bit of issues with these reds as well. So TTM not faring the runners too well so far.
It was a really clean reds 5 through 8 though. Yeah, Sean's definitely not that far behind. I think he just has Blast to the Shroom left. And with Tippy coming up, I think that unless something catastrophic happens, Sean will once again pull ahead, or not pull ahead necessarily, but pull it back with his strats.
Well, Xenon getting through what is the hardest star in SL is definitely very good. And if I'm not mistaken, he does not go for TTC 100s. So
that's correct, yeah.
That will be playing a huge factor, and unless there's some major mistake down the way, we probably won't know what's going on. We probably won't know what's going on until we get to that point, in terms of who might have the lead.
It's definitely going to be a little bit iffy to see. We can kind of guesstimate a tiny bit based on how long Xenon takes with his... Oh, what is that invisible wall?
Yeah, that looked very clean.
Based on how long Xenon takes with his shell.
And basically synced up here.
Yeah, and these are the highest, the high octane stars, right? So these particular stars, it looks like it's 2 stars difference, but realistically it's closer to maybe 1 or 1 and a third star difference.
And Xenon gonna be going for reds now. This is where we'll see Sean probably head out of SL before Xenon does?
Maybe. It's hard to say. I think it's very possible that happens. If he has a clean second or third star.
Should have it. Or they're both going to be... Yeah, I mean, he probably will get out slightly quicker. So that's interesting to see, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Again, but that Snowman's Land Reds, it could make the difference, so... But I would ultimately say, I would venture to say, that Sean is maybe 20 to 30 seconds off at this point.
Yeah, definitely not a huge amount. I think Xenon had a relatively clean SL Reds, but it wasn't like, the quickest in the world, so probably close to a 37 or so XCAM. So if Sean gets a sub 112 with his first star grab, then he's going to be making up all that extra time on TTC 100s.
Well, let's see if Mips gives our runners any trouble. He had a little bit of a issue in the beginning with for Xenon, so that would be the last thing he needs. Let's find out what happens here.
Oh, Sean having issues.
That's not good. Great for Xenon.
Gonna chase him over towards 16 star.
I don't know what happened there. Maybe
I think, yeah, go for it.
He didn't even dive, so maybe just a slip of the hand or something like that. That was strange. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I've never used a GameCube controller for it, and I believe that's what he uses, right?
Yeah, it is. I don't think he has like some sort of a cloth to wipe his hands or anything, but it's possible that it's just nerves getting to him.
Maybe. I mean, maybe he didn't think Xenon would be playing as well as he has. Again, no major mistakes. And I would still say neither of them have made any major mistakes. But I'm sure as he's getting closer to the end, you know, especially being the 2 seed, you are probably expected to win.
And it's also hard to say if Sean knows exactly where Xenon is at the moment, because I believe he does have his chat up and he's talking to them. So I don't think they've talked about that, at least since like TTM or so. So he might not know exactly where Xenon is in his run.
Understood. And Xenon saving a little bit of time, able to hit the button without having to do the backup strat. Getting enough height on that triple jump wall kick there. This has been a pretty good HMC for Xenon.
HMC is definitely one of those weird stages where if you go for the advanced strats, you can save like a tiny bit of time, but a couple of mistakes here and there can be really, really rough. Sean hitting box jump there.
Yep, did not hit the death zone. That is good. Xenon will be awakening the elevator here. Oh, he saved probably six or so seconds there between the 2 different strats.
Yeah, definitely an interesting one there. I think Sean might have lost a tiny bit of time on that just because he messed it up twice, but it's hard to say. He backed it up relatively quickly.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to the right for the amazing emergency exit star, I believe it's still a little faster, right? If you do it just right.
It's technically the tiniest bit faster if you go to the right, but it's really, really hard to actually save time there. So both strats realistically break about even.
That strat on the left looks a lot harder than it looks easier than it actually is. I've tried it a few times myself, and that seems to be a very hard jump there.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I think that it depends on what you start with as well, right? Like if you're used to that strat, then that's not much of an issue. So Sean's been doing that for like 2 years, so it's the same strat that he learned when he started. But I know that if you like start with the right movement and then try to switch over, then you can have issues.
And just based on where these runners are, it seems as if Xenon made up some time on Sean, considering Sean was in HMC before. I'm sorry, no, I forgot about Mips. Yeah, Mips is probably what was the difference maker there in HMC. Now we're at Rainbow Ride, where it's definitely going to get sweaty. It's scary. He's opting for what is the beginner strat for the cruiser star, and this is the star that could change everything for both runners, especially if Sean goes for Lakitu bounce, and he does. If Xenon bonks.
It's crazy to watch at the same time.
Oh man.
Oh, that's rough.
Xenon not bonking. Clean ledge grab, and Sean opting for the tricky triangles.
So if Sean hits Lakitu bounce second time, he can still make up an extra like 2 seconds or so on Xenon's cruiser, but it's definitely gonna be down to the wire on if he hits this one or not.
Xenon opting for reds. See if he can have a clean reds. Very focused on this Lakitu bounce, not gonna lie.
I know, same.
And That is exactly what he needed. Definitely helped his confidence right there. Because, man, this race is close.
Yeah, so then in that case, I would say Sean is definitely saving those extra, like, 2 or so seconds on Xenon. The backup's about 4 seconds of time loss, so with Cruiser being like a 6-second extra time if you go lac 2 bounce. So
I think Xenon's on PV pace. He has to be, right?
he very well might be. What does he have? He's got a 55-15.
Yeah.
So especially with not having to do TTC hundreds, this very well could be a solid. Yeah, he hasn't really made too many mistakes, right?
Nothing major, no.
So
the biggest time loss I can remember was the Lakitu skip. So he's played very well here. It's Sean's movement that has kept him, right on his tail here.
yeah, very much so. I think this is really smart of Xenon to do this right now, by the way. He's going for
Take the safe route.
Yeah, exactly. It
Absolutely.
only loses like 2 seconds over the triple jump off the flame spitter, so it's definitely not an awful play.
How much does the strat that Sean just did there, the side flip up there, how much does that save compared to what Xenon just did?
Probably about 9 seconds.
Okay, so that's a pretty big difference there.
It definitely is, yeah, for the advanced one. The advanced one, like, it's a 13-second star, whereas doing it the way Xenon did it was about 22 seconds. So definitely saving some time there.
Props to Xenon. This guy is moving right now. Let's see how quickly Sean can get this. They're both basically going for the same area, so if Sean can keep it close, getting up there, that could be very big.
Yeah, that's very true, actually, because they are both opting for this star first. Whoever grabs something first is going to be in the lead. Oh my goodness!
No!
He's
Wow,
alive
man.
though.
He has had some really lucky moments here. Like, I know I've said it before, but he's really lucked out with some of these ledge grabs. But Xenon has I would say, a pretty commanding lead right now.
He definitely does, yeah. This is definitely Xenon's race to throw at the moment. I think, then again, there are still strats that can come down to. Like, Sean will do faster strats in TTC as well as bits, so if he hits all of those, then he will still just win on strats alone.
Oh man, that long jump scares me.
And the box break, look at that.
That was clean. Yeah, that was clean. Very clean. Thank you for the 100 bits, King Curls. As I've said before, half of all bits and donations during the race will go towards the $100 prize pool that I am paying out to the winner. So, support these runners. They deserve it.
So after that mistake that Sean had, he had a really clean end to his TTC hundreds. Like, realistically, the last 75 coins were quite good.
Now, if Sean goes for flippies, which it looks like he is, and he's unable to get it,
no!
That's where he could have really saved some time here.
Very much so.
But ultimately, 1 star difference, and I don't recall, did Xenon grab the toad at the beginning? I don't think so, right? I don't think either runner has.
Totally, yeah.
Okay, so that'll definitely be interesting going forward. But ultimately, it is a 1 star difference. All it takes is a few little mess ups from Xenon, and Sean's back.
I like the clock entry Xenon's doing. I don't know if people have seen this kind of entry yet. I've only seen a couple of people do it in the Ruby Mill tournament. I know personally I do it as well, but you grab the ledge and then you basically just hold up when the clock hand hits 9. And it's free entry into the stage for time stop.
It looks pretty clean. I have seen it a few times. I did not know how it exactly worked, but it's definitely clean.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it again, and it'll like 2 more times at least, and it'll be a free entry for him.
Dan Okami here with the 5-head commentary. Oh man, that was close though.
That's actually the benefit to it as well, is that
Very
if you
close.
do mess up, you can still just quick ledge grab and get up there.
Somehow Sean ending up in the AFK channel once again. We're just going to leave him there this time. We're not even going to bother.
Sean had a very clean get a hand. Definitely saving a lot of time over Xenon's at the moment. Hot on his tail at the moment. He's got,
this is very close.
I think we have a moving bars and a reds versus
Moving
just a
bars
reds.
and reds, yep. Xenon already got reds, so I believe it's just moving bars. Yeah, he opted for reds, I believe 2 stars ago, which was pretty interesting. So I feel like that's always the last one you go for.
You got roll into the cage left.
One of the longer ones, I feel like.
With this movement, definitely a bit longer, yeah. With moving TTC, you can some pretty quick star.
Sean opting to not go for the moving red strat. I don't blame him. I mean, man.
Oh,
this is
the triple
scary.
jump! Look at that.
That was clean.
That was so nice.
These guys are right there, man. Let's see. Xenon grabs the Toad Star at 52.48. 52.48.
I think Xenon's still actually on sub 55 pace
He is.
right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe a 2-minute bits is optimal at his level, so he can definitely PB here. So I mean, that would be crazy. And Sean almost gave him 2.5 minutes.
Hot on his tail.
Looks to be about a 20-second difference or so. Malk with the 24 seconds, thank you.
So if Sean hits a clean bits and Xenon misses a throw, then this is still Sean's game.
I feel like Sean's movement will be a lot cleaner. Like, you know, the way he's going through the beginning portion here is gonna get him there.
Oh my god, he
man.
barely made that. He had the right angle, but he was so low there on the triple jump.
Yeah, he's cutting it close. And Xenon opting to go for the pole. If Sean goes for... Is he going to go for moving left or moving right?
He almost always does go moving left, yeah.
And he gets it.
Oh
it
my
is.
God,
they are there,
man.
man. And I thought the race yesterday was close.
Oh.
Wow, man. Wow.
Wow.
This is closer than yesterday. This is nuts.
Literally one missed throw.
These guys have to be stressing out right now.
I'm stressing out right now. This is insane. I don't know about you.
And Xenon hits the first throw. Oh my god.
Oh, Sean getting his chance for his throw.
Nails it.
He hits his throw.
Oh
We
my
got 2.
god.
Oh my god.
Xenon's about to PB. Will it be our first PB of the tourney? This throw decides it all. And he gets it.
Wow. Sub 55. That's insane.
Oh my god.
And Sean hitting his... oh my god, this is the closest match we have seen. This is incredible.
And it's gonna be mere seconds.
Literally 1 second.
1.5 second difference. Holy shit.
I almost want to say you should retime it, like, just to make sure that the timers, or like, people reset and stuff at the right time and whatnot. That is...
wow.
insanity.
Wow. Okay, I guess we're just gonna quickly check the tapes here. Let's see if I can figure this out, if I'm smart enough for it. Bear with me.
It's hard. You have to check on, like,
I'll
star grab time, and you have to check on the frame that you see the menu.
Well, Sean's time should be good, right? He uses auto split. So for...
I don't know, because he reset it. He did the auto start, or I can't
That's
talk,
true,
sorry.
yeah.
You started the auto split late, so it's possible. I don't. I would just check
okay,
another time,
absolutely.
like...
Okay, all right. Bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead, pull this up. I'll get my VOD open and I will show everyone so we can all figure this out together. Because Okami, you should definitely be keeping an eye on this so we can figure this out here. So let me go ahead, go to my VOD.
And it's all thanks to you.
Should be there right now already, right?
I can't see anything.
It says no in terms of being able to watch it. Okay, there it is. It was just saying broadcasting. I got a little nervous. Okay.
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake. for Mario.
So hold on here. Let's show everybody what we're working with.
I think you can pull Sean back in from waiting room.
Ah, yes, of course. All right, so let's go ahead and retime this, or not retime, but just double check the times. I'm going to put a window capture so everyone can see what we have to work with. This was insane.
I'm like still on the edge of my seat. I don't like this.
Because
like,
we still don't really know. I mean, it looks as if we have a winner, but oh man.
Man, even deep in past the Grand Star grabs, I'm still like...
Okay, so here we are. So everyone can see it on the stream. You can see this, correct? Or no? Through the Discord screen share.
I can't see it on Discord, but I'm looking at Twitch, so...
Okay, well, now you should be able to see it. If I'm not
now I
mistaken.
can see it.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and find the exact start time. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 1.36 is what it should be at when the Super Mario 64 pops up, correct?
You can just look at when the text starts for both, and look at when the star grabs happen for both, because it doesn't matter what their time is. It just matters what the difference is between those two.
For the beginning?
Yes, so if you just look at when the text first appears, the very first frame of the text, that's going to be one start time, and then look at the star grab.
Okay, we're going real slow here, sorry. I have it at 0.25 times, because we got to be sure here.
And even this alone might not be good enough for us to tell. Like, we might need to, like, review further, but I think we'll be okay.
The second I see the text. All right, here we go.
So we're watching the right screen, guys, I believe. So.
Yep.
Oh, that's hard to say. I think that was a 1.4. You might want to go back and check. Like, I don't know if you can rewind a frame.
This is tough, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think I can.
This.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll make it work.
I think it's a 1.4 that we're looking at, but
I'm going to hit space and just try and time it as perfectly as possible.
Yeah. I mean, if you can, try to stop it at 1.4.
Okay, here we go.
.39. 1.44. Okay, 1.44 is the first one for Xenon.
1.44, and now
That's
we will take a look at Sean's. So if we go 2 minutes ahead from where we're at now.
It should be like 18,
11:15.
11 now. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. We're getting there. Sorry. I know everyone's on the edge of their seat. I know. I know it's going slow, but we gotta be sure here. This was way too close to call.
And this is definitely the issue with having auto splitter being started late, right? We can't tell 100% sure on this. It's not necessarily like an issue on anybody's fault or anything like that, but it's more of a flaw in auto splitter in particular. Sean is saying 2.58, so I would try to stop it around 2.5. All right.
2.58, yeah.
Okay. So we've got 1.44 and 2.58, and let's go to the star grabs then.
Oh boy. Okay. You're remembering all this, right?
I'm writing this down.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just making sure. All right.
We're good.
Perfect. This was nuts, man. Actually,
this is insane. I've never seen this. So you're looking for the last frame. Wait, go back. That was too. Oh,
Yeah.
this is hard to say if Xenon stopped his timer early as well. No,
You should
he
be
doesn't.
able to figure it out.
I think Xenon has an auto split timer, so I think his will actually be more accurate potentially. Hard to say.
Everyone just watching the star bounce.
I hate this. I hate watching this.
Yeah, so it looked to split instantly. So
Okay, so
It-
54,
it looks clean.
55.30.
Dot 30. Yep.
And is Sean's also instant?
Crazy finish, regardless. Grab 52,
81.
56.
84, 81.
84. It looks like. So
Go-
a
can you go back
0.05
one
difference. I'm sorry?
Go back one frame for a sec. I don't think it matters necessarily, but I think I saw 0.81.
Shit, hold on.
That's okay. Twitch is tough to work with.
A friggin' struggle, man. Okay. Gonna have to sit through it once again. Bear with me.
Sorry.
Sorry to break the silence, but just so you know, you can't go frame by frame on Twitch highlights or Twitch VODs. You have
Just
the only
YouTube,
thing
right?
You can do is comma and period to either speed it up or slow it down. So you can go like comma,
Yeah.
and go down to the slowest, or yeah.
Let me see what the slowest we can do is. Right now I have a 0.25. Yeah, it won't go any slower. So this is as close as we can get it. Okay, 52, 56.84. That's what we have here.
84 looks right. Yeah. Okay, so what are our differentials here? We've got 1.54 for the end times and 1.414 for the start times. Is that correct?
Yes.
So-
Yep.
I think if I'm doing my math right, 0.4 seconds Xenon takes it.
No way. Well, yeah, think about it, because if he started late, should have been at the 2-minute mark. But you would need the 1.36 to start. Wow.
Somebody check my math.
Yeah, please,
Freaking out.
please. I mean, this is actually insane.
I've never seen a race that's come down to frames.
I think that's right.
Malk, the numbers are in chat.
Yes. 1.44, 2.58. You're right. Difference of 1.14. .5, and it looks to be a I think it's so 1.14, then the end time looks to be 1.34 difference. Wow. Yeah. 0.4 flat.
Frames. 12
That
frames.
is
Literally 12 frames.
insane. Actually insane. I don't even know what to say right now.
I mean, if Xenon had hit a clean Womps 9, then we wouldn't be having this issue. Dang it, Xenon. No.
Oh wow. All right.
Also,
Do we want to go
Xenon's-
through it one more time, or are we? Or is this? Did that look pretty clear to everybody?
I mean, we should get Xenon in here as well so that he can hear.
He's not here. Oh,
I
he's
mean, he's deafened.
he's deafened. Okay. Do
I'll
you
let
mind
him
typing
know.
to him? Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
Xenon, were you paying attention to what we just went through there?
Yeah, I was watching the stream.
Okay, so is everybody Is everybody on the same page? What the heck's I don't know. Like,
I mean, based on that looked clear. The numbers we had there on the screen looked clear to you guys as well too, correct?
I don't know what to say. I can send in my VOD if you want to do a frame count.
I mean, it might be worth like if both of you guys have recorded your VODs, it would be nicer to look at them not using Twitch Player. As much as I hate to say it.
That is totally fair. I don't know how I would do that, but I'm sure I could figure it out. And we would all probably do it together. Maybe I would share my screen on Discord, but I feel like that might be a lot longer, and we don't really know what to tell everybody right now. So I think this might be we'll have to let everybody know.
I've been kind of diligently doing my math as well, and I think you guys are totally right. I think it's 0.4 seconds from the math.
I think so too. I trust the math. I don't trust like the frame advance as much as I hate to say it.
That's
like,
fair. I mean, 0.4 seconds, honestly, even though it is like almost nothing, it's still pretty substantial. Like, it's not like we're making like a frame mistake here, like it's 0.4 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
I think
it's pretty safe to call it and say it was Xenon win. But I mean, I don't know. You guys can do whatever you want, but I think it's pretty safe.
I feel I think it's pretty good too, but if all four of us want to sit together and go through it on our own, I think we can absolutely do that. It's up to you guys. I want to see how you guys feel. If not, we can call Xenon the winner. Like I said, it's up to you. Up to you guys.
So I got the exact same numbers as you guys did for my race, but I didn't look at Xenon's personally. So that's the only thing that I'm not sure about. But like, I don't know. I don't know how you guys would have messed it up.
I don't know. I trusted Okami's judgment on the numbers that we provided.
Well, yeah, with the numbers that he provided, I checked it too. That's the numbers are legit. The only thing that could possibly be wrong on your guys' end is Xenon's frame advance, but I don't think it is. I think we're pretty easily calling this. Xenon, what the fuck, man? How did
actually crazy? All right, I guess we'll just get right into
didn't play that bad.
No, you played well, man. Honestly, both of you guys played really well. You had a couple really scary moments there in CCM with that ledge grab and the
TTC one was rough.
And the TTC one, yeah, that was not what you were hoping for there, but man, that was just a crazy race. For sure. Crazy race, man.
I was kind of like, I was doing that thing where you go through, like you start like taking taking count of what like you've done, and that's like not a good way of doing a race. Like I was like, oh, I messed up this and I messed up this strat and I messed up this strat. It's just like, no, you got to move on. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough to do
like
though.
Third try plus, second try lava boost, like no pro CCM wall kicks. I was just like, I was losing my mind.
Well, that's the other thing.
Crazy.
That's the other thing as well, is that it's really hard to do that when like it's easy to skip over those mistakes and just move on when you're by yourself. But when you have a chat to work with, it's like you got to kind of put on a bit of a show and talk about it with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Xenon, how does it feel, man?
I really wasn't expecting to win this.
Dude, your PB in the last
20
week
seconds.
And a half.
How'd you do that? You had a 57.
No,
this could have been a bigger handicap.
See, what I was saying was like, I thought 2 was fair because let's say, Sean doesn't have the most amazing run and he PBs, like he has a lot more room to PB, which is why like 2.5 minutes I thought was like kind of cutting it close. But man, like for this guy, Xenon, impressive, man. Basically 3 minutes from when I first started this tournament that your PB has gone down, and it's been a week and a half. Like, actually insane.
Dude, Lay Sauce, you're a prophet, man. I was saying 2:30, and then you were like, you know what? Let's just make it 2. You knew this race would be this close, didn't you? You knew. He was doing the calculation. He's pretending not to be a math genius right now. He's pretending to let Okami do all the work because he knows if he did the work, he would show us how much he's calculating. Man.
Well, I'm kind of a 2-head, which is why I was glad to have Okami there with me at the end to kind of go through everything. I'm gonna be honest, but I mean, I just can't believe it. I've never seen this, just watching other people speedrun and other tourneys, anything like this, and this was actually insane. And it looks like Ghost Boy is going to be kind enough to double check the times for me. He is my YouTube editor. He edits the YouTube videos for me. So very kind of him. He says he'll let us all know tomorrow. But that was just absolutely crazy. Xenon, congrats, man. We'll be seeing you, in the next round. Let's get the bracket up so everyone can take a look.
I'm so sorry that I'm showing my own dumb
it's fine.
face
It's
on
fine.
your stream.
No, it's over. It's over, man.
I didn't even realize.
It's over.
I was trying to show him the results. Damn.
We're good. Yeah, it's over.
Right,
Not an issue. So let's go ahead and update the bracket. I mean, I would like to say this is an upset, but I feel like Xenon's kind of hustled us.
A little bit.
I mean, that was just actually insane. And we'll have Xenon moving on to the next round to ultimately face the winner of Tabby versus Artemis.
Dude, what is this?
Crazy.
The last couple races, I've been so close to facing Tabby. It would be the ultimate meme match. And I somehow fall short just a little bit.
You should get a show match with him. Yeah, have a money match.
Wow. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I mean, Sean, just thank you for being a part of it, Sean. I can't believe it happened like this. But wow. Just thank you for being a part of it. Hopefully we see you in the future. Maybe we'll get you on comms for a match. Who knows? But I'm definitely going to be.
Definitely want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm definitely going to be doing more. I've been having so much fun with this. I think I'm just going to do. I think I'm going to start up another tourney as soon as I'm done with this one. So who knows? Maybe we'll see you in the future. Racing once again. But thanks again for being a part of it. Truly appreciate it. And sure. I'm sure we'll see you somewhere down the line.
GG's, Xenon. You're crazy, dude.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sure you did well as well. I'm gonna watch this back.
Here, let's exclamation point racers for these guys. Someone changed it for me, right? Okay, thank you, mods. Give these guys a follow. Absolutely deserve it. I mean, they just put on one hell of a show for everybody. Just absolutely insane. I can't even. Like, I thought yesterday's race was close. This was a literal nut hair. Actually insane. So again, give these guys a follow. Okami, thank you for commentating with me.
Yeah, definitely.
You did a great job. It was great to have you there at the end. Everybody give Okami a follow as well.
Yeah, and guys, do you mind me cutting you off for a sec?
Go for it.
I just want to also say, first of all, obviously, Lay, you've been putting this tournament on, doing a lot for the community for that. But I also want to say, both Sean and Xenon are contributing to the community a ton. So you guys definitely should go follow them. Sean's been putting out some guides for 70 Star, for Emulator, for getting speedrunning set up, just SM64 tips and tricks. And Xenon's been making a bunch of improvements to the community as well in terms of the coding side of things. He's got Net64 working much better. He's got the Twitch versus streamer code in the works and whatnot. So yeah, definitely go check these guys out. Yeah,
and Sean is this close to hitting partner. Just watch the guy, okay? Watch him. All right? Yeah. He is this close, man. He's 5 average viewers away. Give this man a view. Come on, help the guy out, all right? I know I would be stressing out about that too, but again, congrats, Xenon. Was unbelievable. First PB of the tourney, and Okami, you got anything else for these guys? Anything from the race in particular?
Man,
I can't remember. I can't even remember half the race because the ending was just so crazy. I don't even know.
I think basically once we hit HMC, we were on the edge of our seat for the next like 15 minutes, 20 minutes past that. It was, I need to go wipe the sweat off my brow. This is intense.
Yeah,
But,
that was crazy.
I mean, the only thing,
yeah, keep going. Go
the
ahead.
only thing I was gonna say was just, hopefully this doesn't step on anybody's toes, but you guys make sure you guys tune in to Gerbs versus Chaboom, which is gonna be happening on Sunday.
9 p.m.
Dude,
Eastern.
maybe I'll calm that. Oh shit, Sunday?
Ooh.
Oh my god, I don't stream Sunday. Oh my god, I want to calm that actually.
Can-
Gears is-
Okay, so
Can we make a 3-person
I did.
commentary?
I did ask someone if they would. They said they would check, but I can double check with this person.
Okay.
I'm sure he'd be very willing. He has technically commentated the very first race with Xenon and Beal, but he had some phone issues, and he talked maybe for about a solid 2 minutes during the race. So I'm gonna get with
Yeah,
Shrek Dog there. We'll pick another race for him.
Hey, plenty of opportunity. No worries
yeah.
if you already got something lined up. But
Yeah, as far as I know, we have guaranteed championship round commentator with me. I'm not going to say who. And then the semifinal round, I'll be one of them. I'll be having Malkirian with me. So there's still plenty of races left, and we'll figure something out. We'll definitely have you. I'll talk to Shrek Dog. We'll figure out a time. If you don't stream Sundays, we'll try and have you in on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right.
all right, sounds good, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night. All right.
You
Cool.
too.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank
Later,
you.
everybody.
Good night.
See you later, guys.